Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jeremy Adams, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Just like that, we're back in a flash.
Bet you thought you saw The Last of Us.
That's right. This is like the third week in a row. You're getting some unlimited justice.
It's not busty justice, but...
Hey-oh. But we're back with more Flash. That's right, kids. Welcome back to Unlimited Justice. I am Phil. Join me, as always. The
other Scarlet Sphinxter, Little Hellfire.
We'll never see her coming.
If you know, you know.
Hey-oh. That's right, kids. We're back. This time to talk. We'll talk some new DC releases, but we're going to focus mostly on The Flash number 800.
Taken a while. It should be at 1,000, just like, Big Boys. But we've had some tough times in the Flash fandom, and this one happens to be a celebration for Wally.
Yes, Mr. Wally West.
I'm excited. Yeah, of course. Barry just had his time in the sun, and as the Flash movie is upon us, the reviews and stuff are out. So I think focusing on Wally is actually a pretty genius thing right now. Although people are saying it's good, but they sound like shills to me.
Good or bad, I just can't wait for this movie to come out so the advertising will go away.
Yes, so much, so many ads. You can't get away from it. Oh, I can't believe this is only $5.99.
I know. Well, maybe just because of the size. Because that's the thing. I read this and I was like, boy, that's it for 800? I'm like, I want more. But I guess, we had Jeremy Adams. We had Mark Waid. We had Joshua Williams, Jeff Johns. And Simon Spurrier. He's there. Well, he's going to be...
No tea, no shade.
I know. Well, he's going to be the upcoming writer. That's why he's in there. Yeah.
No tea, no shade. I was like, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. We got to see how you are before you get to be up there with the big boys like Mark Waid and Jeremy and John. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, I guess I'm just greedy. I'm like, we could have fit in a story by someone else, but I mean, I'm like, who could we get? If you go in the last 30 years, I think that's pretty much everyone who's written Flash, except for the exception of maybe one or two people.
Yeah, basically. And I think that was like that. Like I said, it's being on a Flash book is like this thing. Like, that we talk about, like how they just don't do it anymore. Like how you're just there for 5, 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. You take a little break and then you're right back at it, looking at you, Mark Waid.
What? Well, I was thinking about that. I mean, a long run these days, it's like,
25 issues. That's a long run now. You're lucky to get 2 years.
Yeah, that, or it's like, the very few, like Kelly Thompson or Al Ewing who get like 50 issues. That's.
Well, and they're established. They have the fan base. And, honestly, some people might say that Deadpool was the King Deadpool thing was a flop, but they didn't even give it a chance. Like, it just wasn't the time for Deadpool. They were going through that thing with Fox, and I feel like they suffered that same fate of Fantastic Four and X-Men whenever they're having a fight with a movie studio that's making the movies that they don't want them to make money on. They pull it, right? And we're going to see a return of Deadpool, obviously, because Deadpool 3 literally is about to start filming, or has just started filming. So I think, like, outside of that, like, she's never had a flop for me. She's been solid, consistent. Like I said, she got freaking Carol Danvers like past 20 issues. Like, Miracle. Danvers Corps. That's their queen, and rightfully so.
Oh, speaking of, yes, kids, if you haven't heard, Kelly Thompson is going to be writing the new Birds of Prey book.
Okay, but like, tell me that Green Arrow and Black Canary aren't just DC's version of Gambit and Rogue. I'll wait, and I'm here for it. I'm curious to see what she's gonna do with that relationship. I could not have been more excited. She is totally our kind of people.
Mm-hmm. Because yes, she announced a new Birds of Prey team with Black Canary.
And she didn't forget Cass.
Cassandra Cain. And they announced the next member today. Did you see? It's Big Barda.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So
I think she took a little inspiration from that Gods and Monsters, which if you haven't seen that, the animator or read the books back from like the late 2010s, so good. Unexpected, like the unexpected dark trinity. You have the Superman who was raised by immigrants. You have Big Barda as Wonder Woman, and then you have Man-Bat, and that's the dark trinity. And it was really a good exploration. So I'm excited to see what she does with it. I mean, I was hoping for, maybe Lady Shiva, but this is almost as good. And who's to say she won't show up?
And hopefully she
is a lore nerd, so I mean that in the best way possible. So,
and hopefully she'll grace us with another interview right here. So
yes, we're greedy, but we love her.
Yes.
But let's talk about issue 800. Like I mean, for what it was really good, and I enjoyed it. But like, I was just so disappointed. It's like Spider-Man 60th all over again. Like, they hyped it up and then they forgot to follow through. I feel like the stories were good, but it's such a small book.
I know, but I guess it's like, unless you're Batman.
This is like one of the. I feel like him and Wonder Woman are like the last ones who are gonna get to this number ever.
Maybe
outside of Legacy, like even with Legacy numbering, I mean they don't even have it without. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I mean, again, it's like Green Lantern. It's like Green Lantern didn't have an ongoing for a year until now. Jeremy Adams is writing that. So, but yeah, it's like Green Lantern's not going to get the 800 anytime soon, even with Legacy numbering.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I said, it's been like the Flash, like literally because Wally is the redheaded stepchild. They've done him so dirty, left, right, and center. But it was so good to see a celebration of Wally West. It really was. Like. I'm curious. I'm probably going to jump back in now. I feel like this is perfect jumping on point. I'm curious to see what the new writer does. Who's the artist that's going to be working with him?
It might be.
Is it Mike
Deodato? It might be. I think it is. I think that's why.
I think it is.
I think that's the big thing.
I know him from what, Avengers or something?
Yeah, he's done Dark Avengers. He's done a bunch of stuff over
Avengers
there
books
for
that
years.
I really read, actually, because the art jumped out at me. A lot of the Avenger art, and like modern day Avenger stuff is like real bland, almost like house style of the 90s kind of bland. So yeah, his really stood out for me, the stuff that I saw. I hate the Avengers, so I mean, if it's not the West Coast Avengers, I don't care.
Yeah, he's been doing stuff over there for years. I mean, I think was that him. Yeah, like he did some Thor in the 90s. Yeah. I almost didn't recognize Deodato's because it's like I think the ink, like a different inker and stuff. So.
Yeah, but his shape work definitely stood out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going to be our new team. I guess we have to wait till September.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I mean, that's really when most of the stuff is kicking off. They have that whole summer event allegedly going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, Night Terrors.
So they want to wait for that to get over. Yeah. So, like, that's affecting a lot of books. So I would love for a new team to have a clean slate and not have to deal with a nightmarish crossover right out of the gate.
Yeah, I think.
So that's actually appreciated for me.
Yeah, I think that is their whole plan because I think Green Lantern's going into that. It's like there's only going to be like 2 issues out, then we're going into that. So
yeah, and I want to say like this is I think a lot of people agree with us. Like I didn't see a single bad review for this one. Like not one. I think I read like over 20. Oh really? So,
yeah, no.
Yeah, that's like I don't think I saw anything lower than like a 7.5. So. The verdict's in, and this really sets up Simon in a good space.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's like Jeremy Adams has been writing really good Wally the last couple years. I know after our interview with him when me and Will talked to him, Will ran out and like bought like Jeremy's entire Flash run. Which I'm trying to remember. He's been on here since like is it 768 something like that. I mean, he's been here for and again, it wasn't.
DC actually doesn't have that problem. Honestly, they'd love to like they might get started number 1, but we don't really get a new team. Like when they rebooted Harley, Amanda and Jenny stayed on there forever.
Oh yeah. I
think it was like three number 1s they got to do or something crazy like that. So.
But I mean, of course, this issue's going to be good. Like I said, Jeremy's been doing good work on Wally for a couple of years here, and it's like you got Mark Waid and Jeff Johns who basically.
Define modern Flash, yeah.
At least Wally for the last 30 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about long runs.
Yeah, like I said, you just don't make them like that anymore. So.
Mm-hmm.
And, two people that really, really get the character of Wally, like, basically took him from being, like, a sidekick to, like, a full-fledged, like, person and really explored the dynamics. And that's pretty much what this was all about. All these little vignettes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's like, it's like a character study of Wally West.
Yeah, I really love the cover. I was hoping for a variant. I didn't see any in the store. Was there a variant?
There were a few, I believe. Yeah.
I must have got there late. Dang it.
Yeah, so, yes, they must have sold pretty well then. Yeah, I do believe, again, it's 800. Of course we're going to do variants, but...
Well, like I said, with DC and certain properties and being tainted,
yeah,
I would not expect, I'm surprised they showed so much restraint with Power Girl, to be quite honest. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, there were a few. As I hold my phone up to the camera. Yeah, there were a few with just the Flash logo. Yeah, there's a few different artists here.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. The Otto Schmidt is the one that I have.
Oh, okay.
And I think I want the Matt Taylor one. I don't want the one with Ezra.
Yeah, I was going to say there's one with Wally, Jay, and Barry on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm... What did you think of the Jeremy Adams story? All the villains are like, no, you stay out of Central City.
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Barry... well, just Central City in general. Any Flash has the most interesting rogues, right? Because the rogues run that city, and they're like, you break the rogues' route. Like, when they tried to kill him, they're like, oh, no, you gotta pay, buddy. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. You're gonna bring the big boys down on us. And, they have that whole code and stuff. So, yeah, I like that allusion to all of that history, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I just love it.
But my favorite was Mark Waid.
Oh, yeah, the Impulse story.
Yes. I in my old age, I actually really like Impulse. Like I said, I went back and literally bought the whole run not too long ago. When I made you do those Impulse stories, and it's just a new affinity for him. He kind of gets the shaft, and I just really enjoy like a vibrant, youthful look, because Wally wasn't sure he was Kid Flash and all that, but not in the way that Impulse is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And
Impulse didn't have the weight of the world on his shoulders like that. It's just different, and he's actually blood related, and the whole thing, all that goes with that.
It's and again, it's Mark Waid who wrote it in the 90s, and I love how he actually tells us where it's set in the 90s between Impulse. I love that editor's note at the bottom of the first page of the Impulse story. This story takes place between Impulse 6 and 7. Yes, Impulse used to have his own book. Ask your parents.
Yeah, and your grandparents at this point.
How dare you?
I mean, there's 20-year-olds with kids is all I'm saying.
I know. But those kids ain't reading comics, unfortunately.
They're pirating them. Yeah, they are. They're pirating them right on those iPads.
Or
watching the webtoons of it.
Oh, boy.
But, I think he's set up in a really right place, though. I haven't really been that big on Flash at all, the comic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually, like I said, made me want to get back into it. Curious to see what's going on. But, I'm just worried for the Big Seven in general. And him and Green Arrow have been the ones that I've been and Aquaman, the peripheral characters that, that they've all had shows or movies. And,
Aqua who?
Exactly.
Well, it's like Flash is going to do #1 in September. Green Arrow at least has a 6-issue miniseries right now. Are we doing anything with Aquaman at the moment?
I think we gotta wait for that Jason Momoa
the movie
thing
to
blow over, which is December, right? So we probably won't get anything until 24. Wait, 2024.
Oh my!
If we're lucky. I mean, nobody's clamoring for an Aquaman book. Not even me.
I was gonna say
I'm his biggest apologist.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You were the
only thing they can do at this point is get Ted McGinty to be live action, like Aquaman at this point.
Oh my!
That's where I'm at right now. I mean, is Ted McGinty even still alive? Let me just make sure.
I thought so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I have an alert. I would have known to be that. He is 65 though, so close.
Stay tuned for Saudi and Penny, episode 26.
Oh, I give speaking of which, I'll send you my list so we don't do the same thing.
Oh, did you see? Speaking of Flash and that topic, did you see? I believe I saw Jesse Martin is 69.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Damn you, Philip!
We're talking Flash. Oh, like anyone who's going to listen is that.
Well, no, we mentioned it though.
Yeah.
I thought we mentioned that the last time when we talked about the finale.
Oh, we might have.
That's
yeah.
how it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I asked if the pillow was in pro.
No, they wrote that into the script, bro. You can't change my mind. They're like, well, he did because he had that injury right before he left and stuff. So I'm just saying he looks good for his age, but he is an old man.
Oh my
he
god,
can still get it.
Oh my, oh my. It's like every so often I'll see like repeats of old Law and Order. So I'm like, oh look,
that was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, honestly.
I mean, he was on there.
Not his stuff, but yeah, his stuff was definitely 30.
I mean, he was on there for a while though. I mean,
a long time. But so was Anthony Henderson, so that's not saying much.
I mean,
well, too long if you ask me. But
I mean, I think Jesse Martin did what, at least 10 years, maybe, if not more.
I think so.
Yeah.
Joshua, it was okay. That story was okay.
That story was okay. Yeah. I mean,
but you just got Mark Waid, and you just got him there, just like taking the spotlight.
No, like the story was good, and I guess it kind of gives you something on Wally, but it seemed more like a Barry and Iris story than a Wally, and it just seemed kind of weird in a celebration of Wally.
I don't like Wally.
Issue.
Those were the vibes, which is fine. I get it.
It was more like
Wally is an acquired taste, especially like if you. Like, remember what they did with Dial H for Hero or anything in recent memory. They really went out of their way to poop on Wally West. So I get it.
I mean, it was a roundabout way. It was basically like, oh, these are basically his spiritual parents because his real parents were trash.
Well, when you got a manhunter. That's why I don't have kids.
Ew. Yes, the DC Manhunter is not Lilith Hellfire. Thank you.
But no, it was just surrounded by so much goodness that it just was like, you got Jeremy, you got Jeff, you got Mark, and then you don't do a full-on Wally story, so it's just like, and I probably would have been a little intimidated and probably would have done the same, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
But home is where the heart is, I guess, was the sensuality of that whole little story he did.
Yeah, and again, it's like, also each writer kind of did like an homage to their era, so yeah. And I think Joshua was writing more Barry than Wally, so
yeah,
makes sense.
Wally's kind of the broken toy that unless you really have skill to fix, you don't want to play with, and I totally get that. I totally get it.
Oh, and then we got Zoom and the Jeff Johns story.
Of course we did. Did you expect anything less? I didn't. I was like, oh, that's predictable, but it was a good story still.
Yeah.
That's his fetish at this point, bro. That's like his calling card. That's like onomatopoeia to Kevin Smith. You know what I mean? Of course, that's gonna show up.
It's like the Run Barry Run. It's like trust me, Ashley. He doesn't have
a bingo card. It might as well be the free spot. Okay.
Instead of Run Barry Run, it's trust me, Ashley. He won't have a gun.
Or, it was me, Barry.
I love it. The last 23 years is, trust me, Ashley, he doesn't have a gun. I know it's going to show up in a Zoom story. It's like comfort food.
Yeah, it really, truly, this whole book. It's solid anniversary issue. Can't complain. I really can't. Like I said, the internet seems to love it. Just a solid, I'm so thankful. There's just so solid and all around. Because Flash is going to need some rebuilding. And, I mean... I grew up with Wally, and I just got 10 years of Barry on TV, but, I still want him in the comics. Like, I feel like they can do it. The Flash family is ginormous. I feel like we could do an anthology there, too, just like we talked about for Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes I do get sick of Barry, and sometimes I get sick of Wally. And let's spice it up. Throw some Impulse in there. Throw some, Max Mercury.
I would buy an anthology book every month or every other month.
Yeah, every month, definitely.
Get a story on everybody.
Or actually bi-monthly. That'd probably be a little easier because they're gonna want to keep the main book.
Oh yeah.
Or quarterly, like we said. Hell, quarterly.
Hey, whoever's headlining the regular book, they're not in the anthology, but have everyone else have a story in the anthology. Exactly.
Yeah, it's got me thirsty for more Flash Family. Like, I'd been kind of waning off of it. Just because it's the TV show, the whole movie thing. But, like, this really did whet my appetite. And I think that's what a good book should do. Mm-hmm. And DC hasn't really been doing that lately for me. So I was, like I said, genuinely shocked and surprised in such a good way.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. I'm like, I guess they weren't going to go for the full $10 size book, but I was like, man, I could have went for more flash.
They could have, but maybe it was also a time restraint or something. Like maybe
True.
some of the other extra people that they wanted couldn't do it.
And
so
maybe
why force it?
Yeah, maybe you don't want to hit everybody because I think, what is it, like in 2 weeks, Wonder Woman's 800's coming out too. So
yeah, and I mean, like I said, it's a recession. A lot of companies are very aware it's a recession, and I'm thankful for that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Although this was kind of a big week for DC, honestly, like a huge week actually.
Oh, I mean, you mean like a number of books?
Book-wise, yeah. You had like the Joker, you had Steelworks, you had Shazam, Poison Ivy 13, super great. You got that stupid Peacemaker book. Also, but the one that I also picked up that I had to actually go pick up was that they brought back the new talent showcase, but it's the Milestone Initiative. I was so excited.
Oh.
I hope everybody goes out and picks it up if you haven't. I've been looking forward to this one for a long time.
Damn it!
Like, I have so many of these from the 80s, the new talent showcase. Those are like one of my favorites that DC ever did. And the fact that it's like the Milestone stuff, super good.
Damn it! I missed that. I'm gonna have to make another run to get that.
Yeah, you should definitely. It's 12 writers, 12 artists, and it's all about Milestone. Mm-hmm. And so if you don't know too much about Milestone, this is like the perfect jumping in spot to like learn some background and really cover some ground and get to know them as well as like the writers and the artists they brought most of them back, so it's really cool. And that will tie into our Chichester chat technically.
Yes, that's right. Yes, kids, way
to make a segue.
One of those thank you, Lilith Hellfire. Yes, one of those rare occasions you'll get a Chichester chat over here on Sidekicks. Because yes, we will be talking hardware. The last few issues of that book from the 90s that Chichester wrote, yes.
Yeah.
I was just reading that, what was that, yesterday. I was like, man, this is good.
It really was. Like, the whole, like, I was so bummed about, like, what happened with Milestone, and, like, I'm really, like, and even though the creator's not, like, around anymore to see it, like, he would be so proud of what his creations have become, and, like, I'm glad that they actually picked it back up and they're not being dickheads about it.
But you did mention Steelworks.
Yes, I actually did pick that up. Just out of pure curiosity. Well, sheer terror, honestly.
Written by Michael Dorn. Yes, kids, that Michael Dorn.
Yes.
Michael, I've appeared in every Star Trek franchise and will continue to appear in every Star Trek franchise. Michael Dorn.
Till the day I die. Yes. Like I said, I was just super curious. Is the only reason why I picked it up. I didn't think it was bad.
Mm-mm.
I was. This is another one. I was pleasantly surprised. Although, like, the art, I think you need a finer touch for Steel because he can come off too blocky.
Yeah.
But like, it was fine. But like, just not my personal taste. Like, art is subjective,
Yeah.
And I think it was time for John Henry Irons to make a comeback, especially because he's in like Lois and Clark, right?
Yeah, Superman Lois. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, did I say Lois and Clark? Damn it!
I make that mistake too. Yeah, it's too close. Yeah,
but he's not gonna give up being Steel. You know what I mean?
It's one of those.
But him and Lana Lang, like, oh, that's spicy.
That's
some might say she has a thing for Men of Steel.
And again, that's what was that? It was that New 52 or Rebirth where they were kind of.
It was New 50. Of course, it was New 52. And I tried to purge that from my mind, but I was just like, you know what? It's been a long enough time for Smallville. I can let Lana be spicy. It's fine.
Well, and they're also kind of almost gonna. It seems like they're about to date on Superman and Lois. So yeah.
Oh wait, I thought she was. I haven't watched. I thought she was married with children, but
they got divorced.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh. Talk about adult situations. Mm-hmm. Who got the custody?
Yeah.
Well, if your dad can't be Superman, might as well have a stepdad to Superman.
Oh, jeez.
But no, like I said, I like the story. I feel like he was a fan. Like, yeah, like God bless him, he's a fan.
I mean, that's what I'm like.
He's probably Charlie Esser watching that Steel movie every night.
Well, I mean, Michael Dorn did do the voice on the animated series, but I'm just like, is Michael Dorn a big comic fan? Because it seems like
it wouldn't surprise me.
There's a lot of history here. The 90s stuff, the New 52 stuff.
Yeah, like I said, he is a fan.
Current goings on in the Superman book.
Who was it that, what father and son was it that did that story? That felt like, oh, you just wanted to do the story because you could.
Oh,
that's. Was it J.J. Abrams?
I think it was. I think it was like that Spider-Man thing. I think that was J.J.
Yeah,
Abrams.
it was like J.J. Abrams and his son. And I was just like, you just did it because you could. You're not a fan. You weren't there the night Gwen Stacy died. I mean, neither was I, but still.
Neither was I.
I know somebody who was, at least.
I know a few people.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
It's in my uncle's pile. I got a hand-me-down. It's fine. It's in bad shape, but it's fine.
But no, like I read the Steelworks, and I'm like, Michael Dorn is either a comics fan or he had someone whispering in his ear, you know.
Nah, I think this is one of those. This is what I mean when you can tell the difference between pure passion and pure profit projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that,
like I said, it made me interested in Jon. I'm like, what? No, I hate Steel. I'd rather have Cyborg Superman. Well, I guess I was wrong again. Guess I'll be picking up the next book.
So yet another reason to talk to Michael. I want to talk to Michael Dorn. You know, of course, there's the hey, I was on one of the most successful sci-fi franchises in history, but also it's like, hey, he knows his comic
Hey, remember that time you did the voice for Arrow? That's me. I'm that person.
He's like another one. It's like you look at his
his
body of work. You're just scrolling.
Yeah, surprisingly, a lot of people don't Actually, you know what's funny? A lot of people don't recognize him out of makeup, I guess.
Oh, I know. They were doing like appearances for Picard season 3. Oh, where was he at? Which one did I tape? Was it the View? Because again, of course, Whoopi, you know, so they were on, some of them were on The View, and Daniel goes, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "That's Worf." She goes, "What? Really?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah."
So that's like, he's one of the lucky ones, you know?
Well, yeah, he had to sit in the makeup chair for how many hours over how many years?
So you just kind of fall asleep, you know? You just get that extra sleep.
Yeah, and they can walk down the street. Nobody knows who you are.
Well, super nerds, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, but it's like
8,
before
9,
the
10.
before the internet, it wasn't as easy to track down a picture of them either.
13. Jeez Louise.
What?
13 books is
Oh
pretty
my.
Dark Knights of Steel was out. The Man Who Stopped Laughing, I'm going to stop reading.
How much longer is that going? I mean, that was issue 9. This
10, 11, I don't know, 13, 12 probably is the magic number. I mean, if it's not 8, it's 12 at this point, right?
And it's just, I don't know. It's just like, what's the point?
Oh, I feel kind of the same way about Dark Knights of Steel, too.
I haven't been reading that.
It's all the extra spin on, like, let's just work on good, solid main books. Let's get
Yes.
I mean, although Adventures of Superman, Jon Kent was good. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, yes. I did read that.
I feel like it was a gimmick at first, but now they're, like, actually, like, writing past that gimmick.
Yeah.
And we get more Super Sons, which I have always loved Super Sons. Like, I feel like, yes, that is something that would exist. I want, like, the future versions of them, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
real future versions, like, after their dads are dead and gone kind of thing. Or Superman's incapacitated in the Fortress of Solitude. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, just like with Nightwing, I think Tom Taylor, like, really gets this character, like, gets Jon Kent.
Yeah. But we're still in the multiverse, which is like, babes, Marvel's doing it. Can we not do that? Thank you. Thank you. I want to get back to regular Earth. Thank you. I know it's a mess there, but you're a big boy. You can write in the regular Earth. It's fine, I promise.
I know. Injustice Harley about to, like, jump John.
Yeah. Although Injustice Harley is actually the more bearable of the modern Harleys, if we're all going to be honest. Which I am a huge super fan of both Injustice and Injustice 2, both the comics and the game. If you haven't played them or read the comics, I highly recommend it. Lots of memeable content is all I'll say and move on.
I mean, we've gotten like Super Sons miniseries over the last couple of years, and we kind of get like an older version of them, and that, and
yeah.
Jon Kent #4. So it's like I think a lot of people want to do Super Sons. It's like thanks.
Well, Dan Bendis broke up the book and aged him up. And they did what they did. And I'm just like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like if anybody should be gay and should be with Jon, it should be Damien. I'm just saying. Listen, I know they were like little kids. So I'm just saying, I saw some chemistry there. Just like, remember when I said, I don't think Tim Drake is straight when we were reading that, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, sometimes Lilith can be right. Sometimes she can be right. And I think it would fulfill that whole Supes Batman thing that people want to see, too. I'm just saying, 2 birds, 1 stone, man.
Unite the houses if no one's going to marry that Supergirl. This is how we're going to
Exactly. Jimmy Olsen's like, she dumped me.
I mean, I don't know what's going on with continuity because I thought she was supposed to be like a teenager or late teens but it's
it's like Power Girl's back, so she doesn't have to be a young adult.
That's true. Because I was going to say,
is it creepy if they de-age her again? Like, I feel like they're fighting that urge. Or like, is it a fetish?
I don't know. But then in Mark Waid's World's Finest, we get when Dick Grayson was Robin back in the day, he was dating Supergirl, so it's like, well,
that's back in that's a different time.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Where it was okay for somebody to stay a teenager for 30 years. Now all of a sudden everybody wants them all aged up for some reason. Like, make up your mind.
Diggity
How long was Dick Grayson? 9? Decades?
Yes, but it's more palpable for Batman to slap around a...
Is it? I don't think so.
A 20-something? I don't know.
That screams fetish as well, but that's none of my business.
Oh,
No, but I think it was a super good solid week for them for the main books. Like Poison Ivy 13 was so good.
Mm-hmm. Oh my!
Shazam can suck it.
What?
Can suck it.
You know what? I wasn't ready for another Shazam series, but it is Mark Waid and Dan Mora who are on the World's Finest.
I know.
Book.
I'm not interested right now. I need to. My heartache needs to heal over how that movie ended.
I know.
But I'm just not ready. I'll come back to it. I'm just not ready.
This issue may have given me the best Psycho Pirate I've ever read.
Did you hear yourself?
Yes.
Psycho Pirate.
Good. Mark Waid.
I don't know if that's just the fanboy in you now. I don't know. Now it's everything suspect, Phil. Psycho Pirate.
He's still cannon fodder, but he's done well. You get your good cannon fodder stories and your bad cannon fodder stories.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought, I'm like, okay, as long as they're not making him like super criminal master.
No.
Because that's the whole fun of Psycho Pirate. He is cannon fodder.
Oh, no. I mean, the whole point of this story is like, something's going on, and then Billy thinks, of course it has to be Psycho Pirate behind it, but spoilers, it's not, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we need another Joker book, though? Joker Uncovered?
What is that?
About? I have no idea.
It's a one-shot, isn't it?
The cover is like with him on like, a kid crying and he's like Santa?
Isn't it like a one-shot? I thought
Is it a one-shot? Okay, thank you. It's $6 though, so,
Well, yeah, if they're gonna milk you once, they're gonna get...
Doesn't say 1 of 1, but okay.
Well, I thought
maybe.
Unless I...
It's Joker, so you literally never know. It's just, I guess everybody that like reviewed it said it's just pretty much art porn. Like the story is trash, but the art is like, I guess it's just variants or something. I'm like, yeah, that's a cash grab. Glad I didn't pick up.
Okay, here it is. Lowlife's creeps and scoundrels. It's your Uncle Joker here. Art can come from many places, and most great art is about truly despicable people like me. In that spirit, you should buy the Joker Uncovered to see a murderer's row of the world's greatest comic book artists commit my beautiful images to dozens of wonderful variant covers, all collected. So yeah, it's basically
literal cash grab.
It's literally an art book. It's basically just a book of variant covers.
Wow. They just can't help themselves sometimes, huh?
There was like 5 seconds there where it looked like we were going to take a break on the Joker. Then it was like,
no, they doubled down, my friend.
Well, again, 2. When's that Joker 2 coming out?
I have no idea. I don't care. I mean, I guess if you want to review it, we'll review it, but like, I don't care. It's kind of like The Flash. Like, I keep forgetting that it's actually like out and that we have to review that pretty soon. How
can you forget that? It's the advertising is everywhere.
Oh, babes, I don't watch commercials. I only watch commercials when
I know, but I swear online I see commercials. There's like a
babes, get an ad blocker. Like,
There's an ad on the back. There's an ad on the back of every comic.
Well, that's to be expected. That is
fair.
Yeah. That is fair. I remember when Arrow came out. You could not... Arrow is on every single cover of 2011 or whatever.
They all do that if you have a live action version of something.
Batwoman, like, I have all those covers too. So that's fair game. That's fine. That's a comic book. As long as it's not a half-page sticker ad with Wonder Woman being cranky because she hasn't had her stickers yet. That's fine.
Spider-Man's Perich.
Mark your bingo cards, kids.
Oh, hey.
Quick, make a Seinfeld joke. Get somebody drunk, future Lilith.
Oh, my. Default, no good. Everyone knows the combination. But, oh, no.
Bosco.
Kal-El. Oh, I guess it's, are we going to cover, here we can cover. Do you want to cover, what is that, My Adventures with Superman or whatever? At least the premiere or whatever?
Yeah, we can do that.
I think it's like at the beginning of July.
Yeah, totally. Like I said, I don't mind doing, like, covering, like, DC Comics, as long as it's not, like, every week. Like, not every week is not a banger like this week, okay? Like, even this week, like, out of 13, I'd say, like, 5 of them were really good.
Well, again, I think you could say that about the big two. It's like, they throw out...
I only care about Spider-Man, Daredevil... Black Cat. So it's like...
I know, but they used to like only put out a certain number of books, so it's like they poured all their energy into that. Now it seems like it's just like, it's
just event after event, one shot after one shot, miniseries after miniseries.
Again, unless you're a millionaire, you can't be a completist anymore.
I know. I gave up during New 52. I said, screw you guys, I'm going home. That's when I actually stopped being a completist for comic books. I stopped being a completist for TV shows. I don't know, season 9 of Supernatural. Like, whatever TV season was 2014, I literally stopped watching. I was like, okay, I'm not going to give this show 3 episodes anymore. I didn't like the pilot. I'm not going to keep going. Screw these guys. And I literally haven't been watching as much live TV for like almost 10 years at this point. And I've been better for it. Read a book. Yeah, modern TV is trash for the most part.
Wow.
But now with the writer's strike, I'm thinking we might be able to get back to the golden age of TV with less shows and more quality. And maybe some more original IP.
Well, yeah.
Instead of franchise after franchise.
Well, that's just pop culture in general anymore. It's basically like, oh, how can we get eyes on this? Let's slap an old name on it.
Yeah. Oh, are you going to go see Transformers Saturday?
Maybe Sunday morning.
Okay.
Or early Sunday maybe.
I'm going Saturday.
Okay.
That salty and petty. Come over and see us if you're interested.
Oh yeah, Sunday we'll be doing a review of special guest Russell. Yes.
Mountain Dew flavored Joker Nuggets.
Like an animal.
Co-host of Gamma Charge, the
strongest
Marvel
podcast. I love Justin was like, you gotta know whose house you're in here. I love that for us.
Gotta rub that one in.
He's like, she's right there, bro.
He's like,
well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, but I actually have more hope for DC right now than I do Marvel. So yeah, that's saying a lot. Well, see, this is the thing. Like, Warner Discovery Bros isn't down their neck about the actual comics. It's only like the movies, right? So they have all this freedom to do whatever. And it's still churning a profit for the most part. Whereas Marvel still has Disney breathing down, well, that's not going to make a good movie. That doesn't make sense. That's not family friendly. I'm surprised they let Daredevil go to prison. You know, like, I was like, well, he's been there before, bud. So
I was gonna say that's a trope now.
Yeah, you don't see him dancing naked on shrooms in the northern New York forest anymore, though.
Oh my God!
Making deals with the devil.
Oh my God! We'll talk about it on the next The Devil You Know, the Daredevil podcast over on CapesandLunatics podcast. Did you read the new Daredevil today?
No, I was too busy reading other stuff.
Oh my God, he made a comment about, I've gone to Mephisto's realm before and it seemed like a fever dream. I was like, he's talking about the mushroom trip.
Yes, that is what what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's funny. But yeah, I have hopes for DC. Like, I don't really have hope for James Gunn's universe. I hope you don't make me review any of those movies except for the Superman movie. I'll try it out. I'm just not interested in DC live action. Like, I'm more interested in their animated stuff at this point because harder to fuck up. Whoa! Outside of the killing joke, harder to fuck up.
Well, if we want to do it for clicks and views, I'm sure I can wrangle somebody.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's going to be that many clicks and views at this point. I think people are just kind of sick of it.
Yeah,
now James Gunn is like, I'm not Kevin Feige. I just want to make this clear. Yeah. He keeps saying it like every freaking interview. Now I'm like super nervous.
The Superman one's the first one, right?
Yeah.
You know that one's going to get eyes just because they're going to be like, well, let's see.
Yeah, like I said, I'll do the Superman
movie.
As a Superman fan who wants to see him return to form, I will do the Superman movie. Anything else? Probably not. Just as a heads up, guys. I'm going to bow gracefully like DC should have done long ago with that Green Lantern movie. They should have just said, well, live action's not for us, kids. We had Batman, and that's all we need. That's all we need. Just Batman live actions. That's the only movies we ever got right. And only have.
Not even comic book related, but remind me after the show to ask you something. I see a lot of people talking about a certain thing, and I don't know if we should do it for clicks and views, but
okay, sure. Well, yeah, I want you guys to go pick up Flash 800. If you haven't, I highly suggest it. It's great.
Yes, Jeremy Adams has been writing a good Flash, and once again, friend of the show. He did talk to me and Will not too long ago, so yeah, go help support a friend of the show who's also writing the current Green Lantern book right now. So
yeah, support good storytelling. That's all I can say.
Yes,
that's all I can say. If you want good storytelling, support it.
He loves Wally West because he even said, he goes, it was not my decision to leave. He said I would have kept going if it was up to me, but I guess they wanted to reboot with a new #1, but yeah, at least he has Green Lantern, so thank you, DC.
Yeah, interested to see what he does with that, too. Yeah, waiting on that Jon Stewart spinoff, though, so we'll see.
Yeah, there's only been one issue so far, so I think #2 might come out next week, maybe?
I think it is next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Give us your thoughts on the state of DC. What books are you reading? What books should we be reading that we're not? If you are still reading Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, please let me know why.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
In your pants, fool.
Oh my! So send us your thoughts, on all the new stuff this week, or we did Power Girl Hail last week, so
Busty Justice. Oh, I can't wait. When Birds of Prey returns, we're gonna have to do a episode of Busty Justice. So.
Oh yes. That'd be funny. Kelly, you want to come on?
Make it a playlist.
Busty Justice.
The Busty Justice playlist. Clicks and views, my friend. Clicks and views. There's so many 90s comics in this playlist. What is going on? Oh, we'll have to make a Marvel one and just talk Jim Lee.
Oh, yes.
Talk about Marvel Tales, am I right?
Oh, I was going to say, you can join me and Justin. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah, we got lots of stuff to plan. Oh, yeah, we're definitely hitting some Jim Lee X-Men eventually.
We did do Miller May.
We should do a Jim Lee month. Oh, my God, we could do a Jim Lee month.
Yes, let's do a Jim Lee month.
Yeah, I would work on both sides of the street, yes.
I think that's where we work best.
Hey-oh.
Your mother's a whore!
I'm going to say, we swing both ways, kids.
Just what I always wanted in a man.
Yes, kids. That's our side of the street.
Your mother's a whore!
Frank Miller May. Gift that keeps on giving.
Your whole family can suck it.
All right, so anything else will help fire?
Look at you, Bat Family! Overexposed! Justice for Superman. Sorry.
He's making a comeback slowly but surely.
Oh, and just if you're not watching on YouTube, my hashtag says Barry Allen is a dork because this was a celebration of Wally West, in case you're curious.
He was wearing a bow tie on a date. Is that weird where it's like Barry and Iris aren't like married again yet, but it's like Wally has like a wife and Wally just had his third kid, and it's just like Barry.
Well, time flows differently for Barry and Iris, so it's fine.
I guess, I know. But I think they've even made the comment where it's like, oh yeah, before the universe got rebooted, I think we were married, but it's like they still haven't got remarried.
Well, they're just making sure Felicity Smoke doesn't try to join their wedding.
Oh!
Hashtag still better, bitches!
Oh my God. I think in a nice, polite way, I was watching an interview. I don't know how old it was, but all these interviews were floating back up at, for the Flash's last episode. And it was basically Grant and Candace talking about, that whole wedding thing with Felicity and Oliver. And then it's like, what was it, the next season or whatever, when they renewed their vows? And they're kind of like, yeah, we kind of wanted to renew our vows.
Yeah.
Basically.
Something for themselves.
Yeah, we didn't horn it in on this. Bring back Spider-Man's marriage.
Seriously. Honestly, if Zeb did that, I would somewhat forgive him.
Turn your whole image around, Zeb.
I don't think Marvel will let him, though. I don't think editorial will let him. I think that's a very high-up decision. Otherwise, other writers would have totally already done it, I think.
Oh, I saw an ad for July. There's a wedding coming in the Spider-Man books, but it's not Peter and Mary Jane.
Of course it's not.
Oh, it's Randy Robertson and the female Beetle.
Randy! You know how I feel about characters named Randy.
Integrity. All right. Anything else?
No. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. All right, kids. So, yes, thank you for joining us again. Like we said, send us all your thoughts on all the current DC books. And again, in 2 weeks, we'll be back in 2 weeks for Wonder Woman 800. So, send us all your thoughts on...
Some more busty justice. She even comes with a lasso to tie you up. Just saying.
Is that the original Busty Justice, Wonder Woman?
Oh, it is. Definitely.
All right, kids. So email us for the queen of the Busty Justice, Wonder Woman. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And again, if any of you creators of these books want to talk to us, please reach out, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, especially Mr. Michael Dorn. All right.
Yeah, you made Steel cool, man. We definitely want to talk to you.
You're more Steel than Shaquille O'Neal.
Remake movie.
He's probably like, I ain't doing that.
He ain't working with DC.
It's like
Paramount would kill him. Actually, I don't think he's allowed to.
He's like, I gave you last season of Picard. That's the last live action thing I'm doing.
He's like, I gave you all I got, Captain.
You know what? Oh no. Because he did the voice of Steel and Superman, the animated series. They should do even if it's like a mini series, like a Steel animated thing, and have him come back and do the voice. Yeah,
that should be easy.
Yeah. Like if that what is that? My Adventures of Superman on Adult Swim does good. Yeah, do a Steel thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like I said, we need to spice up and do something different. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's the folksy definition of insanity, you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's how you bring Superman back. Franchise this stuff. All right. Find out all the Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise, the Patreon. Please subscribe to the Patreon. Lilith Hellfire's going nuts on Heroes Reborn over there right now.
Send me your alcohol recommendations. I beg of thee.
They're going to say, send me your alcohol. Oh no, she's down there in Mexico, right at the tap. All right, so yes, please subscribe to the Patreon. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Lilith Hellfire, where can everyone find you now? MySpace?
Don't joke. MySpace is still up. Don't do it. It's like Russian hackers, but it's still there. I am nowhere, but I am an old lady. So if you want to friend me on Facebook, send a request and we can be friends. Either do the 6 or do the 9. I promise to post pictures of puppies. I promise.
Oh my.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. No alligators down here, my friend.
Hell.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
All right. Thank you for joining us, kids. Flash, flash, flash. And if you're a masochist and you want to hear our Flash review, yeah, it'll be on Capes and Lunatics, so.
If it's a good movie, I'm going to be so pissed.
I know. That's like, so, like, I'll see merchandise, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool merchandise, but I'm like, do I want to support that?
I wanted that. You know I wanted that Funko.
And I have no problem with anyone else. It's just I don't want to support Ezra.
Yeah. I don't want to support them either.
Oh, did you see? They're not even doing any press for that movie.
Of course not.
You can't find Ezra anywhere. It's all what's her face?
It's all the director.
Or that woman playing Supergirl.
Kersey?
Yeah. Or no, it's
Sarah Kaya.
I think something like that. But yeah, she's the only one I see do well. I don't know if Michael Keaton's doing press, but yeah, she's the one I see.
I haven't seen his press. I've been looking at that.
She's the one been doing all the press.
She's not even in the movie that much, so that says a lot.
Oh my! All right, kids, come back in 2 weeks for Wonder Woman.
We'll be back in a flash. If you think a flash is 2 weeks.
Hey-oh.
Now that's stamina.